So, 7-11. And as I've explained previously, I am questioning, is this even worth it? Or are we beyond this point where people can even react to, like, someone struggling and declaring another hunger strike, and it's like, I don't really care to participate in this. Exclude me from this narrative. Whoever dies doesn't fucking matter. Whoever is struggling, I mean, we had enough of this Ukraine thing, so like fucking leave me alone, right? And who knows what's gonna happen to entire Europe right now? They're still dying. They're still like below 2.1 rates of making babies, bro. And eventually we're gonna get hurt by this number. So I'm looking through Eurovision just to check the vibes of what people are sending, what kind of ideas they're throwing. And I get educated by, that jury was created and jury seems to be corrupt. There's big 5 countries that get automatically sent into the finals and sometimes get 0 points because they suck balls. Germany is, I believe, is also in the 5. Germany, England, Italy is one of them. Ireland, right? No, France, Ireland, and Spain. And then what do we have on this one screenshot? There you go. 3 of them fucking got roasted. France and Italy. Oh, Italy. It's not Ireland. How is Ireland flag? They're not even here. Alright. Big 5. These ones kind of fucking made it. Interesting. So there's a lot of weird shit going on. A lot of weird spice being thrown at Eurovision to try and fix the system. Which is, I love that shit. I love when people are desperate and nothing is working. Because I probably can find much better solutions. Much more human and, much more caring solutions. But that's what's going on across the world. The care is low and it's breaking everything. Everything without question is being broken because people just don't care. People don't want to participate properly. Or they don't know how to fucking build systems and they don't ask for help. They think I'm still the best person to do the thing. Yeah. But you didn't talk to me, did you? I'm still surprised that I haven't actually reviewed 2021 Eurovision entries and picked the winner by myself. Because it's still a mystery of like who wins, right? I still think I've done it when I reviewed 2023. I feel like I've done something in this video. But I was like splitting this into 2 pieces too. So it's very hard to tell. Just picking the winners is hard enough. So I had this whole fucking table of evaluations, and it's very hard to tell which one is which. Because they're not named, old school stuff. In previous video, instead of Moldova, I said Moldova. I'm sorry, guys. On this button right here. That does not warranty an apology point. I'm just, not careful. So I have to just assume that 2021 is also up for grabs and we should check it out. What people have submitted. Not every country may have made a music video, but we gotta scoop it up. See, my life fundamentally doesn't change because of the hunger strike. I just eat less food and my mom has to go to the shop. And maybe I can convince her to, eat less food herself. Because that's not a scary thing. You're not supposed to be stress eating anyways. You're supposed to be enjoying food. And it's very nice if you can enjoy food to the maximum extent. You really feel hungry, you put things together, not just like shove in your face so you can have a belly fat or whatever. But when it comes to muscle, things get pretty complicated in men's world. Men just tend to just eat whatever, right? And as much as they want, and they burn a lot of that shit very quickly. But when nobody cares, there's nothing to fucking fight against or do. The only thing I can do is just complain, sit here and complain. And that's the only way I'm gonna be burning calories, and nothing changed, basically. Where they put me, I just clicked a button and no one's gonna fucking know. I can just die, no one's gonna know. I don't know what my mom is supposed to do in this situation. I could just die. I was like, oh, oops, you know. Oopsie doopsie. Human. Not human error. Not useful. People's neglect makes me, you know, realize what we truly need to unfreeze the Europe. Because it's an uninhabitable place. In eternal winter where everyone rejects each other left and right, and there's no rules to tell them, oh, you're actually doing a very wrong thing right now. You probably should fucking care a little bit more instead of just do whatever you like because you can afford it. You can burn your parents' resources, your parents' fucking advice on how to get more resources. You know, but like you're still fucking following authorities to get money to survive longer. And you care very, very minimum about life itself, it seems. That's supposed to be pretty wonderful when you do open your heart to possibilities. Because then there's a multitude of things that you can do. Sometimes a fucking girl that never played video games starts playing video games and she enjoys it. Wow. She tries it and she recommends to other people. Like, for fuck's sake. So this sort of like variety of things mentality that you should do a variety of things, somehow it doesn't occur on people. Like they have their identity, they have their pure one thing they want to do, and that's the only thing you're gonna see them doing, or they just disappear. And it's just like, it's boring as fuck. It's useless. There's no way to communicate with these people because they're closed-minded. They're NPCs doing the same thing over and over again. That's even worse definition for them. You know, predictable. And boring at AF, bro. The same thing. And technically I should kick my mom out of the house. Like, okay, your responsibility is to do the shopping because, like, you clearly just sit on your ass reading books. I don't appreciate that. I probably don't have to kick her out into the library, but I definitely have to take authority as much as I can. And maybe that snowballs into something, maybe that bothers someone, but like, Jesus.
Showed jurors on their phone not paying attention to the act, and a juror stating she
That's pathetic. That's like super pathetic. They get money for this too? Like, it's so fucking painful to see that a person can just sit on a computer and do a better job. Me, big boy. Not anyone else, to be honest. A job, like, if something is successful and a person on a computer can do it, then let's do that way, where it doesn't fucking cost almost anything at all. And we get fair information most of the time. Because I have nothing better to do but to be fair. To not be manipulated by the fucking world. There's nothing to bribe. I'm not gonna do anything special with my life. You know, like, I'm not gonna do special with my money. Like, do I want a fucking castle? Nah, bro. Do I want to impress girls? I don't know. I don't know how to fucking find a girl, bro. There's people like us they decide to call incels or whatever, mom's basement dwellers, whatever you fucking want, bro. But across Europe, we might just be the most valuable asset not being used whatsoever. To achieve fairness in most election and most opinions, in a lot of fucking cases. We can sit, we can think, we can put care, and achieve, you know, clarity. At least clarity on what's going on. Even if we can't do something, we will probably know that we can't. But because people don't care, they think they will cut us off and figure out a better way to do it, and they will pay each other money to like, oh yeah, we're so fucking cool. I got money for you, you got money for me, blah, blah, blah. We shake our hands and agree. There's a jury and the audience, and it's like, it's wow. The best jury can do is like move the needle up or down. Just small swaps between the scores of what public decides, instead of being the public themselves. And the public needs a better voting system every single year almost, of what more ways they can vote. Many ways to vote for public. Fucking clicking on a YouTube video should be a vote, and they would be calculated differently. Yes, it's confusing and weird, but fuck it, bro. You only see the results anyways. So let us feel the impact, and let us see the inside outs if we're nerdy about it. But that's how I do it. I make buttons and I vote every day. I have figured out that system, and nobody cares. Nobody raised the hand of like, oh, I would like that in my computer as well. Nobody fucking did anything to acknowledge anything at all. Until I maybe became their friends, and then they ask of like, oh, but you're doing this thing. So it's like, yeah, only when I'm their friend, they trust to like acknowledge that there's a button thing going on. Which is fucking like a lot of fucking effort, don't you think? So now you know, like, if you don't have friends like that, nothing will be recommended or spread. No good ideas can actually reach people that need those ideas to liberate them, to make them fucking more powerful. I'm sure this is more helpful to some other people than whatever they're doing. And I can help, I can communicate with them. It's like, if they need features, I will think about it. Maybe I need those features too. But the lack of communication, bro, the lack of communism, bro. I mean, holy shit. I'm suffocating, I'm dying, I'm on a hunger strike, and it's probably not even gonna fucking work. And will have to be something else entirely. In the end. In the end, the good part is just watch time increased. People are now, you know, resonating with the alarm clock ringing of like, wake up, bro. Might as well pay attention now than ever before. How about that? How's that for a fucking deal? And it's working. Thank you very much. For pretty much nothing, because, well, of course, if I scream, people will pay more attention. Like, there's not a fucking difference. There's no difference right now. No difference in the views. It's just people sit down of like trying to decide, am I supposed to exist or not? I don't know what you guys doing. So it's a very fucking hot seat where you're in complete unknown, in the middle of a fucking question mark that nobody wants to answer because everyone is assholes. Wherever I go, there's just assholes left and right, because that's the only fucking people who have learned to use the internet in the first place. Not assholes, the adults. They have no fucking idea how to use this technology still to this day. My fucking doctor is using Windows XP. And the only experience that he knows is how to be fucking aggressive against me. Turning this into a fucking tornado of nonsense that I have to go through just to be left alone. Fight for that first human right. Very difficult. It's the eternal damnation, bro, until I find an escape route. The pain is pretty tremendous. And again, I'm just digging for even bigger diamonds, bigger solutions than ever before. So I know what to do next. After showing people's unwillingness to do anything at all, to move a fucking finger, until the imagery of me starving is ingrained in their brains. And now it's there's something you have to fucking do. Like, Ukraine's gonna be fine. Little shit you care about in day-to-day life. That's fair, but like, you have to follow the simple rules. That everyone would be liberated, everyone would have much more freedoms if we had simple rules that give the most freedoms, and I figure out what those are. Government has the most resources, so it can cover the minimum wage, where to get jobs, how to fucking achieve survival in life in the first place. They can fucking handle that shit to the max. And they can offer a lot of fucking things, and they can, again, at least give businesses of like a reward for employing more people. That's it, bro. For fuck's sake. And I don't want people's effort to be wasted. So when I send messages, I don't want nothing to be the answer. I don't want there to be an excuse of like, oh, I actually don't use technology anymore. I use newspaper and magic, fairy dust. I don't want people to run away from technology and shut down notifications and all that fucking jazz. To never use applications of any kind. Like, what? What do you do in your life, bro? What the fuck are you floating in the fucking different dimension? Not socializing at all. I mean, for fuck's sake. The weirdos that have infested the internet make me cringe to hell. And they're not helpful. But at least they're gonna listen, right? Who knows? Who the fuck knows? How much effort more has to be put in to unclog their ears? To make sure that all the efforts is put nicely in front of them. All the effort just nicely appears in front of your fucking screen. This is why scrolling TikTok, as fucking stupid as it seems, as you lay yourself back and nothing happens, at least I can pop up on your TikTok feed. Because, you know, I still need to be tested by TikTok algorithm. Do I deserve views or not? Like, at least that is slightly better than whatever the fuck we have been dealing with for so fucking long. TikTok understands me very well, so, you know, they deserve to be the human rights by themselves, by the name itself. You feel the urge, and they have to talk. They have to respond. And but very likely they're going to talk about something. There's going to be a conversation. It's not just going to be that simple. Depending on your tick. If your tick is small, then it's just a talk. It's just and you send a second, and the other person gives you a second of their time. But I see that there's a huge fear that only introverts have been talking about, but everyone had this whole fucking time. They just know how to fucking mask it because, oh, I'm not scared of people, but oh, I have to go over here now because of multitude of reasons. I have to like run away from this situation. If you block me, at least that's fucking loud and proud, I understand. But there's something even worse than blocking, bro. Is not knowing. Is the unknown, the pure darkness. Pure darkness of space. You know, you're being sent out as an astronaut to fucking explore space itself. Where you don't know. If you can trust a person to even fucking reply to you. Holy Jesus. Which brings us to the hell of assholes. The final level of assholes that you can possibly reach in Europe. Angry face, bro. Imagine everyone having this expression. They just sit there in the corner. I don't like anything. I don't like anyone. No one's supposed to talk to me anymore. I hate everything. They just sit in the fucking corner and just pretend to be that. Fucking baby. I don't have anything to say. You're an asshole. I'll give all the blame to you. You're the problem. This is the final fucking level that a European can reach, where you have to pick up a shovel and throw them in the fucking trash. So just like we need independence from these people, they need their own fucking country, and we're gonna call it trash land for sure. Germland was not good enough. Germany. Many germs. Wow. Not good enough. Let's find another place and throw them in there. Holy moly, bro. Getty man? No, bro. Germany. That's what has been decided. And they try to mask it and stupefy us. No, I see through your bullshit. Yeah, I think a much better system is for jury to decide the order of, like, they can rearrange 3 at a time. They pick 3, rearrange, pick 3, rearrange. Just rearrange a little bit. Not be like, oh. They technically can decide the winner. Technically. For rearrange, technically they can also, like, give some points, but not much. But in a way, I'm saying, like, maybe the public is, like, making a mistake of some kind and they can rearrange a few things. Now, can a winner be decided that way? It is questionable. Absolutely. Maybe jury can just give 20 points to seal the deal, or 10%. Make a 10% difference. Maybe the winner is decided by the public and the rest can be rearranged as much as they want, because we don't care. It's very interesting stuff that I'm yet to explore in the future. Yeah, what I think it is going on is silent European war that's gonna get a lot more louder. Because we're attacked from all directions. There's no such thing as Russia. There's such thing as every direction imaginable is our war. And mostly ourselves are the problem. Ourselves are just transparent people who allow manifestations of evil. Asian countries not making babies is completely understandable. They follow many rules, and they decided to follow this rule of not making babies. When they decide to make babies, they will make babies. They just switched it off right now. But Europe not fucking making babies, it's not a rule, it's just being assholes over and over again. And that's stacking up to that number being pretty fucking brutal. And it's gonna continue brutalizing and asking Europeans, so what's up, guys? What's up, Doc? So I want to see how the purge evolves, because that shit is fascinating. We have a window of opportunity. And there's no way Europeans are not gonna take that shit. You know, now it's our turn to do shit to the rest of the world. To complain so hard that everyone's just like, why are you screaming so loud? The biggest thing about a hunger strike that I'm doing is to be upset about everything. It's all on me at the moment. The first few days, just being upset about everything. Maybe it can turn into something bigger. I don't know. But like to the point where I don't really like living that much. Georgina fucking replied though. That's cool. Alright, so I got chips from my mom. That's pretty cool. Again, eating a bowl of chips is like 75 chips, bro. And they always different sizes, very difficult to actually portion. So put them in the bowl again, but this one's smaller. Small bowl. And for a day, or for a couple of days, that can be a snack. That can be the spice that I need throughout the day. Especially before going to sleep. I might finish the bowl. So maybe that serves 2 days. And then there's one, still one, special finger size food. And then there is, of course, flavored water. Whatever that might be. As long as the water remains transparent. So I can technically add a lot of sugar in it. I can drink tea. Tea's quite transparent. And still tastes like water. Still tastes like shit, technically. And we're gonna be pushing forward with this shit. Until all the effects worn off. Until all the positive changes stop happening. Because potentially just even forcing me to talk to other people makes a positive change, makes a chain event, even if they don't like that shit. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta suck it up. Because I decided to suffer. I decided to see the world as an evil place. Maybe I'm a little bit evil, neglecting one thing. Ice cream crave. From my mom, who doesn't have mind of reason of her own. So I have to pull her down. You know, starve, and I will see positive change of her questioning if she should eat less. Finally, you know, because she wants to relate so much to other people. I've been her normalizer for a long time. She became normal again. She became, you know, at least confident in her survival abilities, that nothing is pressuring her from all sides, that someone's gonna help her. So that's pretty nice, you know. Going back into the mom's basement from zero, into realizing this is a very good progress after 4 years. Reaching my mom, kind of reuniting, but in a different way, where I'm the higher power level in the house. I'm the more fucking influential and powerful person to be listened to. But I also have to take action, so to speak. I didn't know that this was going to be the outcome. I don't know what I'm doing, necessarily. In a way, half and a half, it's a Mr. Beast challenge. And maybe that will let me be YouTube CEO a little bit faster. Because right now, I'm not impressed, to say the least, how YouTube is doing. Like, big changes have to happen to a lot of things. They have to be unbroken. The song that fucking leads us all, that's like, you know, tapping into my brain. That's what has to happen. This is my hunger strike anthem at the moment. I'll tell you that much. Even though I wasn't impressed, but I'm like, shit, it slams when you just auto-tune. You have that fucking clean version of the song and not Eurovision stage version. That fucking sucks, man. They make you cringe. But this one is meaningful, is very simple, and empowers you to think exactly that way. Like, things have to be unbroken. Like, things are really stupid right now. And it's a 8-year-old song. You know what the bowl of chips does on the kitchen? Fucking tempt my mom to eat it. God fucking damn it. New problem to solve. I'm telling you, the European war is called Problem from Every Angle. It's crazy, bro.
56 to unify a continent torn apart by war.
I think that's a stupid thing to say. I think the correct thing to say, torn by needs. Torn by the idea that NPCs cannot figure out what they need. They only know what they like. They don't know what they need. And so, a special place in the world that needs to figure out what people need, we are responsible. We have multiple communities to figure out separate needs. And we'll see. We'll see if we're gonna do our job properly. And what are we gonna lose in the process as we do the job? Of the Verge. The Verge!
Happy.
Oh my god, I like this. Oh my god, I like a woman with beard. I like controversy. But what do you need? Every country needs to figure out what to push. What do they need for Eurovision? How do they need to be represented? Every single fucking country has to like work just enough to squeeze something out of themselves. So it's very interesting how Europe in general is operating. In a way, as I've said, this is what Russia does. It flexes of what they have. They have, and they just like waste it on Ukraine. They didn't just stop. Like, Ukraine was able to resist Russian aggression, and Russia didn't fucking stop. It was just like, well, let's burn more soldiers, equipment, fucking burn everything. Look at what we have. Wait, what? That was the parody of your things, that you have men who would just kill themselves into Ukraine? Like, what the fuck's going on? None of it makes sense unless you say this is just a flex. Weird flex, but okay. They have. And China gives. But China gives a lot of fucking viruses, right? And spread the disease across the world, but that was impressive. Even if it's a virus, it was impressive of what China was able to give to the people of the world. I mean, wow. So now it's Europe's time to see what we need. Yikes. Brace yourselves for impacts. I'm scared, man. We need more Hitlers. Holy shit, man. This is probably what Germany is gonna fart out. We need more We need more dictators in this world. Not enough dictators. We'll hear some crazy ideas. Holy crap.
Appropriate.
God damn it, bro. This guy is fucking spilling way too much information and controversy, bro. That went from queer into way different territories. Completely different, like touching every single aspect. This was the fucking cringe way to introduce information, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. It's a strange feeling to be the only one alive, the only one knowing how to operate current situation, where everyone else just throws excuses and, oh, it worked this far, so we're just gonna do the same exact thing. And it's like, but you're not even alive, bro. I can't even hear you properly. No reason means just fucking fall off a cliff moment. But anyways, let's continue digging.
Sweden, which has a history of turning its progressivism.
I think it's fucking pathetic to call it progressivism. the LGBT rights, but you know, this is why the clickbait is not exactly super clickbait. The NPC needs to cover a lot of facts, but it pisses me off because, like, what problem are we solving, for fuck's sake? What do you need, guys? I've been chanting this whole fucking feeling a very long time. I don't need LGBTQ. I want to, you know, hold a woman's hand for a minute. That would be an achievement in my life. And I need that. We can start there. Once I have all the relationships knocked out with all 8 personalities that I found to exist, then I can talk about maybe gay stuff, you know, in my deathbed. For fuck's sake. People need a variety of experience. And there's nothing you can do about it. You need to know everything that's possible to experience before you can start figuring out what you like. It's just very simple like that.
Exceptional.
So it's not progressivism. It's just stupidity that has been tolerated for way too long. And it's progressive stupidity. All right, you can call it progressivism, you can call it trans. But it's gonna be, it sounds stupid. So if you're progressing in that direction, if you speeding things up, if that's your movement to be stupid, good luck, man. Good fucking luck. Manifest stupidity, you know, progressivism and pride, most importantly, of being stupid. You know, and just see what happens. See how God punishes you, basically. I'm like, well, I just lay back and just see what happens. I see Control Warriors in Hearthstone do the same thing. Well, I have my win condition. I just sit back, clear the board a bunch of times, and see what happens. I have brain cell. I have 1 brain cell, actually.
No.
So, let's do the math again. 6 times 24 plus 12 hours is 156. Where are we on the timeline? Again, I'm taking calories. I'm eating chips. To some extent, I'm eating a finger of food every single day because I want to feel the flavors. I don't want to forget about food. I don't want to torture my body by any means. And I drink flavored water that probably also has calories in there. Or whatever it takes to survive. Because I don't want food to drain me like it drains Mr. Beast. He gets drained. He gets instantly fucking in a terrible position in his life, bro. And just fat of his body, this will not keep him alive for much longer. The danger is not refeeding, and the danger is just not feeding yourself fast enough to where refeeding doesn't even fucking help. Who knows? Like, not many people have explored this area.
Jimmy, watch out for the water.
Yeah, it definitely drains the shit out of you, your sanity at least. Water, no flavors, no bubbles even, no experience. Your body not experiencing anything satisfying. I mean, not talking about even like a no fap challenge, which I have failed many times. I don't think it's going to be a part of my daily routine to do no fap. Ever. Even in my deathbed, bro. Like, fuck it. You'll know what I'm doing in my casket when I'm 7 feet underground. You know what I'm doing in there.
It's a lot funnier in my head after 7 days without food. Come here.
I showed it, but like, yeah, it was a lot funnier. But it's so stupid. Cut me some slack. He already knows that he did the most stupidest thing ever.
Constitutes as a talent. Mental toughness is a challenge. I haven't ate food in 7 days. What?
So far, Mr. Beast actually gets no actual real side effects. He just can't do a job 100%. He's at like 50. Well, alright, let's keep going. Charted territory. Thanks to this guy. But I'm not sure if any of his other videos are as useful as that one. It talked about there's no need to respect old people, but you would naturally respect them if they have been through experience that they can tell you. If they only talk about you, though, like my doctor only finds problems within me, and he doesn't talk about his life, then what the fuck's... You shouldn't expect respect in that situation. It's all about me, bro. I'm a very big boy, it seems. If we only talk about me. If I take all the blame, all the problems that I have to solve, I am dysfunctional. And what my responsibilities are, in terms of work, because I don't want to appear nice to other people. It's not my fucking thing. I'm not gonna earn money from that shit. But it's just like fucking... dude found a child to take care of. And his way of taking care of a child is abuse. And that's it. Abuse in order. We'll see. We'll have to face him after a month of whatever happens within that month, where we only thinking about him. This guy. He's so important to us.
People in the East, on the other hand, they're not individuals.
Yeah, great. Thank you for figuring out the most amazing discrimination of all time is that you can't really fight discrimination with discrimination, can you? You might just cause even more problems that way. Those other countries don't know. They are full of homophobes. How are we gonna fucking clean that shit up? Yeah, or maybe you don't want to. Maybe it's great. You're just gonna be tolerant to other cultures too and allow them to exist. How about that? Maybe it's a plague that you just bow down to, and that affects weak Western countries that can progress pretty fast, but also fall victim to bullshit very fast as well. So here you go. Now we will be looked at as saviors and unifiers and common sense people. Just you wait. Alright, it's time to cover the card stuff. Alright. Not the whammon, but my cards don't work. I want to get out of this. There's a lot of stuff to live for, too. But when you get threatened, like, everything shuts down. Everything just falls apart into someone else's hands. Where it doesn't belong. Because they're trying to grasp for more power. For no good fucking reason. Yeah, but maybe the world will flip. And we're gonna see dangerous weapons being used against you. Out of all directions again. All the people that were peaceful before looked peaceful, but the moment you do the purge, the moment you don't like them and you want to see what's up, they're gonna do whatever it takes to shut you down. Until they realize they're running out of fuel very fast and running out of sanity. Oh man, the shit that's gonna happen in Europe, I mean, only in dream worlds can this happen, so maybe I shouldn't leave that so soon. If good things happen, or the purge, or very bad things happen, I will also respond to that. Because sometimes I want that more. The bad things. The bad things bring the good changes. You know. As long as the bad things bring good changes. I'll take it. I'll take that shit, bro. Yeah, but the whole idea is to uncover devilish routine that people have learned that worked for them. Everyone uncovers some kind of weapon that they use to stab the fucking people around them. And that's usually how they treat each other. They treat me as I have crafted very careful weapons of like, oh, I will deal so much damage. I'm such a threat to humanity right now. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I take your fucking weapon and shove it down your throat. Because hypocrisy doesn't fucking stand. If I can defend myself, you should be scared. Because I'll grab the same weapon that you're holding and fucking use it against you. Go figure. I'll figure it out. I'll be that smart if they want to see what happens to people like that. Yeah. Devilish weapons, guess what? Can hurt the holder too. Or the owner. That's the contract that you're signing up when you're holding a devil's weapon. A strategy to hurt other people. Just because it benefits you.
Hatri.
But I think it's a very simple. Devil's weapons have been used so much that human rights have been slowly withering away to the point where it's visible and have to be reinstated and said out loud. They have been used to give way to stupid people to infest their nonsense into societies. They're the problem. They're the, the scary ones and the rational ones. And I don't think I have to personally fear for a big backlash of like people not liking me. No, they can talk to me. I will follow these rules, of course. Yeah, I think Eugenie Cooney and every unique American also knows about weapons, of course. And how much you have to hurt yourself to use that devilish fucking thing. But whatever. Still matters how you use it, for what purpose. For good or evil. Good people will never get stabbed by those kind of weapons.
Buttons, everything except the dislike, please. And
No! My favorite button to receive for Christmas, bro. Yeah, pretty OP. Pretty uplifting. Not as powerful as sticks, bro. Being recommended anyways. Let's continue. 2021, Moldova.
Crazy.
Well, here we go again. Now we're receiving sugar, bro. I guess that's the contrast, because we saw the rock group and whatever that I just forgot from Moldova. So there's a contrast of different women. Like Fireland women are pretty fucking OP. And these ones are just like nice, but kind of cringe. Yeah, but this is a serious fucking craft. This is not one of your running around to the ocean across the forest and fucking singing whatever power song and independence. This is some playful shit. But still incredibly creepy. 4 more songs left until we decide the winner. Fucking train song, bro. Holy shit. That's another meme I know very well. Another rule to not be disrespectful. I will taste whatever my mom does. Tasted 1 spoon of soup, one one tiny piece of chicken that it's in the soup that was left over because she didn't fucking eat it. She doesn't treat food with respect. So, whatever. I'll take that. And I will treat food with respect. And she will have to suck up her own fucking niceness that I don't necessarily need as much as other things. Yeah, so the solution is not trains. I'm thinking, we're talking about trains right now. So I'm thinking like, yeah, trains is definitely not the solution because they're gonna be expensive. There's a lot of maintenance, a lot of shit to go through. And trains are bigger than planes if you consider the railroads being built specifically for trains and nothing else. Planes can just don't need any roads whatsoever, so no maintenance at all. They just need airports. So that's cool. It would be nice if planes would be like more private and more accessible to more places, like smaller planes or something. That would be kind of cool, right? We have actually kind of aerospace shit going on in our town. That could evolve into something. The worst thing that could have happened is possible too. You know, you're being pulled by some other leaders. Even your classmates could be leaders, and then it switches. And now it's like a normal person like myself have to fucking pull the wagon back into like the lands of normal and the rules and things to learn, like actually, not just like whatever you're being told to learn. We have to dig deeper and find more meaningful things. And I think I have it on lock. Now I just need to fucking, you know, stop the train and pull it on a different direction. Back home, my friends. We're not going anywhere anymore. And the only place we're gonna travel is wherever we're gonna learn more things. Until our lives are better by naturally, you know. Because my needs seem to be loud and proud and, you know, engulf the entire place where I live. Especially if people don't care. But we'll only see what's up when they try to stop me. You know, when they tempt me with something of like, but I was going that direction. I thought that direction was cool. We were making new technologies, and it's like, but like we're disconnecting from each other. So that fucking sucks. And you never know how many people are suffering while you're having fun. When you just don't care, when you're so isolated, when you like your privacy. Another clear cheat. Soup is, especially like chicken soup, holy shit. There is so much juice in the soup, like it's not transparent at all. I put, I don't know, 1/5 of the cup, and that's not enough, bro. I still can't see shit. It's as powerful as milk, it seems. But I'll drink it, so I'll cheat on it. Because working on it on how much I can actually pour. But in a way, it tastes like very nice tea. Very fucking drinkable tea. Oh, and I thought the carrots are gonna be the problem. But once you pour enough water, they just sink all the way to the bottom. Very nice. Again, the idea is not to torture the body, but give it a decent challenge of a very unusual lifestyle. And see what happens. See if that helps me solve problems. See if that helps me threaten other people with my loss of consciousness. Or change of consciousness. I don't know. Without changing my location. without putting too much effort.
Toată viața numai în telefoane și ne vedem odată nu o să dea. Dar viața trăiește.
Yeah, you're trying to reach for your promised land, for your imaginary fucking world, and they're the ones being schizophrenic, bro. Trying to fucking do that. My imaginary world looks pressing other people's buttons. That's it. For my own amusement. Taking care of other people is just cool and unusual. They live better lives than I do, so that's cool as well. Again, now Moldova just kind of enjoys doing high quality shit, while Irelandians kind of just throw a woman and she has to do stuff, and it's boring. It's really boring, guys. I think you do. I'll give 2 points and move on with my life. Did Brooke show up again? 2023 finale, boys. One song can change it all because the difference is 3 points. Rockstar vibes, but what about music video? Because I'm not pulled into caring too much. So we can cut it short. They look like shit, bro. The song is not the worst. It's pretty basic good stuff. Anyways, let's move from this freak into something that can actually win this whole thing. Alright, they win. Yep. They win. No questions asked, boys. Just that alone. Molds. And fire. Very interesting. Do we give it a draw because that's what it looks like? We were trying to understand, like, if those countries are equal in value. Obviously they're not equal in self-presentation. And again, those poor countries want to do more arts, it seems. Very powerful shit. Anyways, I guess that's it as the final score. I'll declare a draw. Moldova was able to carry itself, and technically Moldova is the winner because it's the fucking underdog. I think that concludes everything. As I've said, Spain and Italy is gonna fight for the other side. Technically Malta and Andorra, no. They still exist in Europe. They could be like tiny countries fighting for attention or whatever. Is Andorra? Does it count? Ooh. They haven't performed that many times. They got kicked out. Malta is active, however. So that's a very interesting thing. Now, I know Spain, Italy, boys. The ultimate fight, bro. I think everyone wants to see that shit. The least relationship. Infested places. Actually, what? Are we supposed to see a lot of infighting or something? Relatives fighting each other? What are we gonna see? Alright. Until next time, then.